Great and beautiful morning to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 420 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, today is the last trading day of the week, and I'll tell you that the markets across the globe and even local markets here in Nigeria, they are all looking up in green, which is a good news for investors. I'll tell you that let's start from Asia market. What happened over there? As we speak now, Asia market is in green. Yes, we saw that. Some stocks in other regional market apart from China, where we can see that the tech stocks are in the red as a result of what some tariff adjustment on what on all these electric vehicle from China that have put all those that sector now in red as we speak, as the US is trying to also raise more tariff on some trade from China. This is already pointing to another trade war. We saw the when Trump was the president of US. We saw a trade war between China and and US. Now, gradually we're moving to that direction again. You can see different tariff coming up here and there. But good thing that as we speak now, that Asia market, like I told you earlier, is in red. That of Europe is also that of Asia is in green. Red, while Europe is in green and the US is in green. That's why I say the world market, the big world market are swimming up in the northward direction. For me, it's a good one for this to end the week again. Seeing that some gains experienced yesterday in some of this market are extending into this money trade over there. For me, it's a good one for investors. And also our market here in NGS is not left behind. I think that stocks are looking up again on the floor of the Nigeria Stock Exchange. Yes, you can see that the market in Africa is mixed, but NGS is trying to extend the gain it recorded yesterday as reviewed by technicals, and also we saw some improvement in the volume. That trend has continued here this morning. But if we look at, like I mentioned Asia earlier, if you look at Asia market, I said that we are seeing a strength as a result of what the market tracking what is happening in Wall Street, a sign of what cooling US labor data, and also enforcing and reinforcing expectation for rate cut later this year. At the end of England policy meeting, we noticed that there was a rate was left unchanged, and the chairman there also pointed that it's possible that rate cut will start from the next meeting, but the possibility of rate cut is high. But just because it's not US, we're not seeing that impact on the market. But it's a good sign that also ECB has given that sign already before now that rate cut is possible and it's nearby. For me, it's a good one, and that's why I think that the kind of reinforced expectation in US has also increased. That also the chairman has made sense that yes, there might not be rate hike this year, but possibility of rate cut is there, but not in this June until September, if possible, before starting that. This also what is changing the sentiment in the market, and also earnings are just gradually winding down for first quarter. But these earnings are giving investors in this market an insight where they should also be looking at. That's why we are seeing sector rotation and portfolio rebalancing continue in this market. I see that the big tech companies that have done well, I see the movement in their price, the banking or the financial also market sector in this market, and other industries. We can see that it's continuing to go forward. The good thing that the data that monitor from China and US are positive economic data that also signal the possible of what improved demand for oil. That's why I can see that for 2 days now we're seeing oil looking up, also tracking a weekly gain at the end of today, even by God's grace. But it's a good one, and this data is what the central banks or this mature economy are looking at to make what information in England. We saw that the inflation is gradually coming down. It's only in US that inflation is still kind of eating up again, and that is why I see that there's a slowdown. Expected that this rate cut will start from this June. For me, let all this data guide investors in this market that to know exactly what to do as it comes to what taking your position when it comes to what investment. We must look at this data to guide us in our position. And for me, other markets in Asia have shown a strength. You can see that the market in India have rebounded, open on a positive note this morning. Despite sliding down the previous day, but we're seeing that we're seeing also in Australia, we're seeing also the market have also opened in the green, and South Korea is not left behind, and Hong Kong market is not. And also look at Japan that there were expectation of government is getting a fund to manage their their currency. I've seen that all playing out, and because of a positive household spending, through the month of March, they also have given investors point out that they are likely to be what inflation, higher inflation coming next month. But despite that, we're seeing that the market also in that environment is also inching up again. These are good things that investors should look at. But probably that this potential to guide every one of us on what to do in any market you are trading, which is also very, very important. Lastly, we look at what is happening in US. US is one of the markets that although that set the pace for other markets to follow. But for me, as we speak now, US indices are open higher this morning, the last trading day of the week. It's a good one ahead of what some consumer data or report that will give a clear direction. Don't forget that it is this consumer that also determines what happened, because every sector or industry you are buying is the consumer that patronize their service or their product, that also when they put a better number. When we are seeing improved sentiment from consumer, it's also a good sign that yes, the economy is expanding, and that is why all eyes are still on this US consumer sentiment report or data that will come today to give a clear direction. But also, and traders are also looking at preparing for for crucial increase this inflation figure next week, if we to see a clear direction where it's going. Like I said earlier, that some China stocks are really looking down because of the Chinese electronic vehicle firms that fell in Hong Kong market as a result of what the increase in tariff by US. This also affects some companies in China. But good news that like I said earlier, market has spoken stronger and in a positive light in US this morning, the last trading day of the week. It's a good one, but ahead of the key inflation, by next week, that will know exactly where the market is also heading to. It's a good one for the market there. And also, I think that gold price has also head for weekly gain, and at the same time we're seeing that the I mentioned that the Chinese VE stocks has have seen kind of sinking this one as a result of report of what on US tariff. You can notice that this is how market react to all this information. Whenever it comes out, you see it should move for market to react to such information. Like I said, that African market is mixed, and why the NGS is also slightly in a green at this hour. All these are what is happening right away in the market, but they are all good news that we are seeing the global market and local market pointing in the green to close the last trading day of the week at the end of the day. This afternoon, let's watch what the market going to close when it comes to what the last trading hour for today. Like I said, it's a good news that market is opening the last trading day in green, extending what we saw yesterday when the market is a sign of a rebound. That's why you can always look at your technicals to give you a real guide of what to do. Yes, before I go to market data, I want to quickly look at what is the the figure that came to the market this while, how they look like, how it's going to guide your decision. Because I tell you now that most of the numbers for Q1 are still are still the market. It's an insight of what to do. And apart from the some first quarter and full year for some banks, and majorly from financial sector, we have not seen their full year and also and their first quarter, and all eyes are still on what on the March account to see some of them coming already. We have seen the first March account coming from ETI releasing what the number. Despite that number is missed, we saw almost a loss about a negative bottom line, which is a loss after tax. Also, we saw that they are still declaring 30 cents as usual, despite the loss. But one thing that I want to look at, this one that came at we're looking at ETI and what and UPDC. ETI we're looking at their full year. ETI is yet to release their first quarter. UPDC we have seen the full year and the Q1 number. That's what we look at them briefly before we go to look at the market and look at the chart and call it a day. Right away, I'll tell you that the number that came from ETI, is a continuation of what we have seen in other banks, which for me is not surprising that we're seeing this kind of number emanating from the bank, especially in the last 2 years. We have seen the banks experiencing expansion in their earnings, and that also has supported the price. When you saw the magic move in the price of banking stock in January to February, people were a lot of market expecting this number, and that also now that also CBN have announced the inflation in the industry, which banks are going to have this thing is so easy, which bank is leading in terms of current capital based position in the industry, which I'll tell you that from the figure that was sent out from State Bank, I think ETI is one of the the highly how would I say now, is it the language that I use for it, that is more that has the highest capital base as to speak now, even in expectation of what to meet the 500 billion. That means they have less compared to others. They are above about 265 billion already. That means they have less than 150 or around 200 also to meet the 500 billion. But I tell you, because it's an international bank, I operate, outside Nigeria, dual listing, all those, I think they have capacity to raise that easily. But as we speak now, if you look at the gross earning of this bank, it moved from 1.1 trillion naira to what 1.79 trillion. That's about 70% up in the green for the top line. And when you see any company or bank anywhere where a company is expanding top line, it's a function of what either new market or some factors that are impacting positively. And you need to know that factors. Is it going to be consistent? Is it going to be that it's 1 or 10? You need to understand all this. And at the end of the day, if you look at the net interest income from this bank again, also for me it's a very very interesting one. Move from 432.8 billion to 756.8 billion for 2020 for 2023 against the 432.8 in 2022. For me, it's a good one that we're seeing this number. At the end of the day, the 1.79 trillion translates to what to a profit after tax, which is called earnings, about 263.5 billion against 156.6 billion in 2022. At the end of the day, the company earning per share stood at what at 7 naira 58 kobo against 4 naira 97 kobo in 2022. But if you look at the one thing that is very interesting, that if you look at the net assets of the company, it has gone really up, and it also shows that the balance of this company or this bank is very very robust. You can see that the book value for share or book per share, let's say that it stood at 89 naira 90 kobo against 50 naira 90 kobo 94 kobo in 2022. For me, it's a good one. But what is very important to see how efficient this bank is. I think that I'll tell you, among the bank number one thing, yes, still above 10%. It moved from there's a drop in in the profit margin from 14.9 in 2022 towards 14.7. That's a marginally drop. Good thing that yes, as we speak now, there's no corporate action from this bank as we speak to know, but all eyes are still on the Q1. I believe that between now we expect the Q1, the corporate action will also come to give investors a clear. But we're still looking what to do. But the price have pulled back down marginally since this result came back from 26 to around 24 now as we speak. Let's quickly look at also, if you look at the balance sheet, I've said that it's robust. Looking at the total assets about 25 trillion, and I don't know, and why the shareholders' fund is about 1.6 or so trillion, in terms of position. But looking at the cash flow, I tell you that when you see cash flow of any bank that is negative, trying to panic because of the nature of their services or their product, they render. For me, these are the areas that I should look at as an investor. But quickly look at the full year result of UPDC and the Q1 number that were released recently. If you look at the UPDC full year result, I'll tell you that for the past 7 years, UPDC has been posting negative, but we've seen that for 2 years we started seeing a rebound. But now we're seeing that even though there's a missed number, we're seeing right away. But there's also a sign that they maintain a positive at the end of the day. At the bottom line for 2022 and 2023 remain what in green. For me, it's a good news. This missed number also they point out what to expect from UPDC in 2024, which also the first quarter have given us a signal. But we also look at this number and see more. But when more information comes, it also give you expectation on an insight what we should do. But I believe that this number coming out from negative return to green is a very good one for a starter for UPDC for 2024. But if you look at the 2023 full year audited account, the revenue moved from 5.9 billion to 5.34 billion, down by what? By 9%. While PAT moved from 200.53 million to 221.5 million naira, 5.1 million naira for 2023. That's about 10% up. Let us say it's a mixed number. You see a slight decline in top line and what's also. And when you see a slight decline or a decline in top line, and we are seeing a bottom line looking up, that means either adjustment between what the sales, the cost, and also the tax payment That's why we are seeing about the good one that the decline for the revenue is not much. We believe that in this year we should expect an increase, not negative, but it's better you look for new market or new product that will push your what you'll see at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we are seeing that the full year EPS for UPDC remain at one kobo for me it's not too interesting for instead I said for almost 150 kobo. But the good thing is that the prospect and industry ways of operating. If you really want to edge against inflation, look at those and also when better numbers start coming, I won't expect to see this number, the price of this stock remain at where it is. But that will all eyes are on the Q2 number that will be coming forward for UPDC. At the end of the day, we saw a marginal improvement in the cost of managing their business. That is the profit margin move from 3.39% to 4.12% because this company also have not paid dividend for this while because of negative position. But right now they are seeing a clear positive position. We want to look for 2024 to expect dividend at the end of this financial year 2023. No dividend was declared for what for shareholder. Usually looking at the operating cash flow of this company that also recorded a decline from 3.03 in 3.0 billion in 2022 to 2.09 billion in 2023. These are also to look at to see if there will be kind of improvement in the current financial year. We are already seeing their Q1. If you look at the Q1 number, the top line for the Q1 number positive, we move from 843.12 million to 1. Million to 1.3 billion, represented by 54% green. And also we see that the PAT moved from a loss position of 157.63 million to 59.15 million. That's about 138 or 36% in the green. It's a good one coming up from a negative position. Let's see that this will sustain the performance for the company in the current financial year. So that's seeing a positive number from the. That's why I say as an investor, look at where are they coming from. Coming from a negative position, it's a pointer where they are good. But if you look also the EPS, the EPS have a negative of 0.01, but now it's a positive of 0.1, which for me, this one is yet to start seeing the company moving above 1 kobo to 50 to 5 kobo to 7 kobo, 10 kobo, then we can say yes. And that was what reflects on the price. But it's a very good signal for 2024 investors in this company thinking long that I waited. I think it's opportunity for you to see that it's a pointer where they are going in current financial year. That means you need not to panic, but rather take your position and hold it firm and see why you can navigate. If you are both low, if you are not that down, it depends on your investment objective. Go ahead and look at. Yes, we could look at the market data right now as we speak now. Then so that we can look at the chart because of our time. We look at the market data to see what is happening in the market. Good news that the market opened positively this morning, on NGS, extending the marginal gain that the market recorded the previous day. That gives you an insight that you must follow the market trend, watch the market to guide you on what to do. Is very, very important for any smart and also a successful investor. You must know what is happening in the market to see whether the sentiment is changing, because I tell you, market dynamics change on a daily basis. It depends on this market dynamics that also will help you to guide or help you to also to guide your competition and also look at your exit and your entry strategy at any given time to help you know exactly what to do so that you will not be tossed up and down by the market. It's those that don't have plan that have been tossed up and down. As a trader and investor with your plan on ground, you know exactly what to do because already you have your buy range, you have your stop loss, and also you have your profit target. Once all these are intact and also you are implementing, or not that you have a plan in the paper and you are trading something different in the paper, in the market, you must understand this relationship that you must trade your plan to stay ahead of the market. Market as we speak now is in the green as well, despite that it has adjusted down marginal but still in the green territory. Market is doing 98,708.22, up marginally by 52.50 point. That is represented about 0.012. Up to once it's done can get back speak now. I think that 0.012 right away as we speak. If you look at the market rate, which is we call the market internals also, I think that it's positive. We're having a 21 losers gainers against 17 losers as we speak. Now that means market rate is positive as we speak. Now if you look at the top losers, I said earlier, most people are looking at the Royal Exchange within that pack, followed by Regency, insurance, and also we're seeing the Concord Insurance for peak insurance and mutual benefits. Yeah, this also sends a signal. Is there any negative news for insurance company as all eyes are what on the full year result and the Q1 number, because seeing that the top line is dominated by what? By insurance company. And this has settled that it's attractive now because of what we're seeing turnaround in their performance for 2023 with that trend from 2024. But seeing price pulling back is also another opportunity if there is no negative information against the industry. Yeah. If you look at also the top gainers, we're seeing that Guinea Insurance is leading, followed by Honeywell. Also, I think International Energy, also insurance company on the top gainers, Fertilizer and what TIP, which is the initial PLC, the initial PLC. Then on terms of volume and activities, we're seeing that the activities chart, we're seeing UBA leading with 62.67 million share traded at 26 naira right away after they touched 27 naira this morning, being the qualification day for what? For the dividend for 2023. Then followed by assets being at 13.5, traded around 17 naira 45 kobo. Zenith Bank have traded at 12.9 million share at 34 naira 30 kobo. While Regency Insurance have traded 7.1 million share at 34 kobo. And the last day is what? Is GTCO traded 6.9 million share at 41 naira. Now, for me, it's not a bad market. This is trend the market is going, but we need to see at the end of the day to give us a clear direction where the market is going. Because of our time, I see that if you look at the chart very well now, you can see that the market tries to resist the decline as a good support level. I want to take this so that look at it. This is the support level. You can see the signal. This is what we call a hammer reversal pattern and down market. But when it came here to flat that at 2 hour, I can see the market position now where the market is heading to at this hour. We need to see exactly that the market has reached strength and to speak right away. Yeah. Let's quickly call one or two indicators to look at this market together. Then we'll call it a day because of our time is fast spent. But we have about 2 to 4 minutes. Let's quickly look at what the index is saying. The indicators are saying about the market momentum or the market where the fund is flowing to. We need to understand all this and also see whether the market is above the T line or also it's within below the T line. We need to look at all this when we come to trading on the exchange. That is actually live market right away. Yes, you can see that looking at the see for yourself now where the market is now. That the market is also forming the same pattern here. You can see it here. For me, it's a good one. Let's keep our finger crossed to see our money flow is looking up almost around 52. It's a good one. Close at 56 at 50.56 yesterday, already 52. So it's a good one. And MACD is already becoming what? Now bullish. You can see that MACD have crossed. Even here you can see that it has crossed to the signal line up again. Seeing a new market. Let's keep our finger crossed for the market. Let's look at 1 hour chart. What is happening there? See the 1 hour chart. The market is slightly above the T line. And MACD has performed the money flow is looking up at that. You can see the 1 hour time frame. Then look at the 2 hours and 4 hours time frame to give us a clear. On 2 hours time frame, the market is slightly below the T line, and you can see that the money flow is looking down. MACD is also very straight away. But let's quickly look at the 4 hours chart for the index before we look at UBA to round up the class. If you look at 4 hours chart now, there are 4 hours chart are telling us, market is trending here. You can see it here on the trending mode. You can see it's in green. Money flow is looking almost 68 to 70. You can see MACD is still missed here, trying to trend, but still slightly above what the signal line for what for the MACD. For UBA position, let's look at today, the last trading day of UBA. What is the stock being like? What is it like today? We are seeing a lot of activities in that stock this morning. On the 4 hour start, you can see that the stock is not doing badly on 4 hour start. You can see it here. see here that you can see in forward chart it's already in green. It has started at 27 naira today, but it's been almost 36 right today. And can see that money flow is looking at up at 53. MACD is what is bullish. Is a good sign of UBA. Let's quickly look at the 2 hour chart from UBA. What it's saying is it meant the same pattern. I also seen that this MACD is all positive here. You can see it here, try to cross money flow around 70. For me, it's a good one. If you look at 1 hour chart or what you can see in 1 hour chart, after touching 57 coming down, you can see a positive cross here from and the MACD also reading MFI reading 83.62. It's a good one for UBA. On this note, we say thank you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the Q&A session. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye. Stop now.